Shit, I forgot. Twitch dashboard. There we go. Dropping a little bit of frames. I have a noisy background. So yeah, I need to change some settings. It's not Twos with David, it's Jousting podcast. It's not a video game, it's talk show. There we go. I'll give some more information to my guest. And I'll advertise on the Discord that it's soon to be starting. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of different things. I'm alone for now, but my guest is going to show up pretty soon, hopefully. I'm actually an idiot. Forgot to turn off the ventilation, whatever. I am not clever. Hello. How are you doing? So yeah, my guest is going to show up soon, so it's going to start shortly. It's not started yet. It's so late at night because my guest is NA. Everybody's waiting for him, so feel free to spam to complain with like a lot of emotes that is slow. It's Raph, by the way. Today is going to be about the games that already happened in the playoffs, and it's going to be about the future changes potentially, and discussion about the state of the game. I mean the jousting game. Why they get hosted? God damn it. There are actually a lot of people watching now, when it's actually complete garbage. I'm sorry, everyone. I am deeply sorry. You can all blame Scheist, the owner of PRL, for hosting this channel when it's not meant to be hosted. So feel free to stay, but if you are confused and upset, it's completely okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to fuck up when there is no preparation. That's a roll safe. Alright. What's the issue now? Okay. According to Raph, he's there in 5 minutes. Yeah, I can swear. I don't care. This is not my decision. Yeah, it's not a Christian stream, sadly. It is a pretty meme stream. So yeah, for people that are wondering what the hell is going on, this is supposed to be a podcast about in-house tournament league that is being done in my server, and it involves people that are pretty well known in the community. For example, the fourth most influential Rocket League community member, and it also involves some nobodies like Arulas, for example. I'm sorry, Arulas, but yeah. Oh, that was slightly rude. That's the swoop. Alright. That was a full swoop time. Alright. So yeah, there is zero preparation. I remember the first one I did. Hello, Nut Nut. Yeah, the first podcast I did, I prepared stuff. Like I made a Google Doc, and I shared it with Scheist, and it was all prepared, and we lasted 2 hours, and it was great. And then I realized that I don't need preparation to actually ramble for 2 hours. So it's probably a good thing for me because I don't have to work for 10 minutes. But it's probably a bad thing for everyone else because they have to listen to me like rambling on incoherent thoughts, and having to listen to my accent, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And the good news is that you're getting double the French now. Well, basically French. So yeah, he's coming. And yeah, if you are confused about what is going on, don't worry, everybody is. This is not a really accessible podcast to listen to. You won't find this on Stitcher. It's like pretty underground. It's like the hipster of podcast. See, I'm alone and I'm still able to rumble. Yeah, the production value is basically 0. The podcast is not in French. I don't think that's good for the audience if the podcast turns out to be in French. So yeah, in the meantime, I would like to thank everyone that subbed last time I streamed. That was a bit surprising to me. Like, basically, when I streamed a lot of Super Mario 64, it was just a goal to get affiliate, just because that was a good goal to have, I guess. And yeah, I don't understand why there is no emote. So yeah, good goal, and then I got it with my better internet, and I got affiliate, and then why would you sub to me? You're already giving me money in the prize pool, am I right? Haha. Yeah, it's not going to happen, sadly. Yeah, so for prediction worth of the playoffs, I did a bunch of 1v1s with David today, and the end result is 3-3. So I don't know what you can say about that. But yeah, I don't know if the prediction for David may be winning a lot of money, because not a lot of people voted for David. It's mostly Hibori or me. But yeah. I could embarrass myself doing IL training while we wait. Is it that one? No. That's that one. I like that one. Yeah, that's exactly my point. What's your training pack? Oh yeah, I remember you got featured, but I don't think I did it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that too much. The going up and going back, because that's.
Hi.
Oh, he's here. Oh.
Holy shit!
Too late, Dauntless. I'm sorry. It's time for the podcast. Yeah, he just gave me a code to do his custom training, and I'm not going to. It's too late. Nuts. Yeah, it's definitely nuts, dude. I'm pissed. Dude. That's all my chest impersonation. Okay, so let's move on to this.
How are you doing, Jabbert?
I'm doing very fine. And you?
Just came back from school.
Yeah, how was school? Just tell me about your day.
I had a lab report to do. That was fun.
That was fun. Okay, what was your lab report about? The 10 people watching are really interested, I believe.
It was about the relation between temperature of a gas and volume and pressure.
Oh, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You're nuts, dude. Yeah. So yeah, moving on. We're gonna talk today. I don't know if you saw I sent you a message, but we're gonna talk about first of all the games that happened already in the playoffs. So I don't know if you followed all the games that happened.
Get that real quick.
It's chapkingdom.challenge.com. And so yeah, it's a little bit more.
And Jousting for playoffs, or
yeah, it's Jousting for playoffs. But if you just type japkingdom.challenge.com, you end up in the channel page.
Upper playoffs, lower playoffs. There it is.
Yeah. So to start with upper, we had 2 games already, and I guess that went a little bit against the prediction of most people. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's start with the Ibori game. So did you watch that game live?
I followed the Discord chat.
Yeah, I believe that was who someone did a text casting of the game.
Nomad.
Yeah, Nomad cast.
Like Audi got destroyed first game, I think.
Oh yeah,
and then close game, second game, and then you won the third game.
No, I mean the Ibori Howdy game. Wait, what?
What?
Are you talking about my game or the Ibori
no,
Howdy game?
Audi was the first game. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost. Did he? Yeah, he lost the first game. It was Ibori completely dominating the first game, 9-4.
9-4.
And then after that, Howdy, the grind, managed to scrap 2 wins. And
4-3, 4-3.
And one was on EU. The second one was EU. So that was a really impressive win. And the issue with Ibori in that game is I think the pressure got to him a little bit. I mean, Howdy was a lot more in control, and I believe that the fact that everyone rooted for Hibori with their predictions meant that he had no pressure at all. So it just went.
Yeah.
And Hibori got a little bit confident after his first win, and then got surprised in the EU game. And then last game was NA, and good win overall. But Hibori was playing really scared, I believe. That was.
So did someone vote for Audi in the bracket?
Yes. So let's go check a little bit the predictions because it's interesting.
Yeah, that fucked everyone up. I think
there is the mail of everyone, but whatever. And it was let's not actually. It's not a good idea with the mail of everyone. I believe that was Erles that voted for Howdy, and but the issue is that he voted for NFN as well, and NFN lost. It's basically everybody is tied in the predictions. So yeah, it's no good. It's but I mean everybody got surprised by Howdy, and the issue is that if you look at his last games in the regular season, it was not really that impressive. Like where is he? Yeah, he lost against David. He lost against Ghost. He lost against me. And he barely scrapped to win over Polders, but it was on hoops, so it's actually a pretty good win.
9-3 versus David.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't look good in the past month and a half, and then he surprised everyone. The great win. It was a scrappy win, but a good win. 4 goals all games. And how Hibori scored more goals than Howdy and still lost. That's tough. Tough games. But yeah, good job Howdy. And Hibori, I mean,
man.
Maybe when he starts from the start of the season, maybe he can get her. I mean, it's not really a seed thing because he was second seed. It's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, he was supposed to win that. like if we're just looking at seeding. But I think like my predictions are like only the highest seed winning all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, same. It's pretty boring. And
Like lower league too. Yeah, you got always got the highest seed winning.
yeah. So yeah, I think it's just the pressure got to Hibori, and maybe he's not really that used to it. So that's
I
basically.
mean,
it.
also like there's the fact that it's a best of three. Like maybe Audi is like me and he's really bad at first games.
Yeah, that's
And like
possible.
I think it's possible because like he had a rough last match, the last 3 matches in the season
Yeah.
because it was best of one. But maybe like since it's best of three, he's gonna do good in the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe he needs time to get going. But yeah, next round he's playing either David and Stump. And against Stump, I think he can win. Against David, I think it depends on the server region dominating. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say David is favorite. But
Yeah.
I mean now I don't know because Howdy is playing well. I mean in the games he won, especially the second one, which was the EU game, he made basically no mistakes. It was really clean, and everything he tried was pretty good. Good job by him. Yeah, it was pretty solid. So yeah, we have another game in Upper League. That was mine. It was NFN against me, and yeah, that was really not a good looking game. So I don't know if you were there to watch it.
It was close, right?
Yeah, it was.
I followed that one too in Discord.
Yeah, it was really close. Okay, so it was all EU, of course, and
Yeah.
I won the first game. I mean, I won 7-5, but I was not really in danger at any point. So I think I relaxed too much. And then in the second game, NFN really got to me in his playstyle. He contested really early, and it really annoyed me when in his play. Like, he was really active, and I like having space. Maybe I should not say that in the podcast, but I like having space.
Yeah, you're ruining your chances.
I mean, I'm not going to play either Boulders or Ghosts, so whatever. They know.
Yeah, you're safe.
they know about me. But yeah, it was a tough game, and the last game, it was absolutely painful. Like the first 3 minutes and a half, I got no boost. Like, he was taking everything.
Oh shit. Okay.
And basically I had to do like dribble solo plays and like push it high and hope he would whiff. It was really not fun, but yeah, I think in the last game it was overtime, and I think I scored like the last goal with like 20 seconds left. So yeah, it was just really close, really close. I mean,
well, like,
yeah.
To be fair, I wouldn't have like put NFN at 8 seed. Like, so that's like a really good match for a first round.
Yeah, the issue is that the no, that's not it. Where is it? The Upper League. Like, it's so stacked. Everybody has the same rank, basically. Yeah. It's like it's all in 1 point. If you look at the lower league, it's a little bit more. There's a little bit more separation. Like, it's well, maybe not that much, but a little bit. Like, I think the difference is more laid out than in the Upper League. Upper League is just like a blob of like basically 10 players that are really good. And yeah.
Like NFN lost to Bori 6-3.
NFN, yes.
So, like, if you consider the fact that like Bori beat NFN more than you, and then E lost to Audi, then you should lose to Audi. But that's not how it works.
Hopefully that's not how it works. So yeah, it was a tough week for me. Yeah. So yeah,
Now we're just waiting for
Boulders
versus Ghost in your opponent.
There are 2 games left, and both of them should be played in the weekend. Boulder Ghost, yeah, I don't know when, and David Stump, it's less of an issue. They can play whenever. But Polar's Ghost it's the danger game. Who knows if they're going to play because of the schedule is the schedule matchup is terrible. So yeah, it's interesting. And next matchup, I don't know if Ghost plays well like he did when we played recently. I'm also in danger because I don't like people that are hot. I like people that are slow and taking their time. I want to play Dauntless, basically.
Yeah, too bad.
Dauntless, please. Why didn't you make the playoffs?
He still went 3-3, so
it's
really
tough.
close.
It's really tough. Now for the lower playoffs.
Yep.
So there is a game missing. The game Ash S and Jury has been played. And it was 4-3, 4-3, I believe. I'm going to put it on right now. Add a set. It was 4-3, 4-3. There we go. So yeah, first game that was played was Fire against Nomad. That game went... the Darks and Walnut game also was played, I believe. Yeah, and
Darkson won. It's only one game left.
Yeah. So Fire Walnut, Fire Nomad, pretty convincing win by Fire. I didn't really follow, but I mean, Fire pretty much dominated. But it was a bit unexpected because Nomad was really hot in the end of the league. Where is it? Lower league. Where is Nomad? Oh yeah, he barely lost against Darkson. And he won against Noxu.
Okay.
He won against Arulus.
Damn. Yeah. I remember.
Winning against Arulus. Pretty good. Because that's not an easy matchup. Like Arulus is a beast. And the fact that I said that he's irrelevant earlier is compensated by what I just said. So yeah. Pretty good job by Fire. Nomad was disappointed at the end. And Fire felt bad for disappointing Nomad. But yeah, someone has to win. So yeah. Other matchup, Darks and Walnut. I casted this game live. And Darkson was really upset at me for pointing out the fact that he doesn't play the game, he reacts to it.
Okay.
That's how I felt watching.
Okay, but you won, right?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah. Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, he won.
He wasn't playing.
I mean,
as you'd have hoped.
It's not about the beautiful plays or everything. It doesn't attempt stuff, which is a bit frustrating to watch and to play. But yeah, I played a bunch of 1v1 against Walnut, and I tried to give him pointers to how to beat Darkson. Like, oh, he likes to do this, and when you make a lot of noise behind him, he's going to jump because he expects the demo, so fake the demo. I gave him a lot of pointers like this. And it didn't work. I think that's also a pressure problem from Walnut. So yeah, it was disappointing. I don't remember the score, but it was 2 games.
Oh, let me mute my phone.
Wow.
Damn.
The production value has dropped.
Damn.
So yeah, good job, Darkson. And the next matchup is Darkson Ash S in the semifinals. And
yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, but I don't really worry about Darkson here. Like Ash S, the playstyle, it doesn't hurt Darkson, I think, because Ash S is trying stuff, and Darkson likes to react, so he's going to play off Ash S, and it's going to be fine, I think. And in the upper part of the bracket, it's Noxu Yondaime that's missing. It's probably going to be Noxu, and it's going to be probably...
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. I mean, if Yondaime managed to pull the upset, that would be quite the game.
That'd be insane.
But after that, probably Noxu Fire. Also a very interesting game. Yeah, I don't know about that game because Fire likes to create and Noxu likes to react as well. So I don't know. It depends on the servers again. But yeah.
No, like I haven't seen Noxu play in a while, but like Kiffy
Uh,
still does the thing where he just waits for 50-50s all the time.
I don't. I
Like,
haven't played him recently,
like
but
yeah, that could counter an aggressive player.
yeah, and it's unbelievably frustrating to play.
Yeah.
He basically waits until he gets the 50-50 and then he wins the 50-50. And it's like Fireburner but without anything else. It's just the 50-50s. So not very fun. So
Yeah, but I think like semifinals and finals can be really interesting in lore.
Yeah, and I mean I'm kind of expecting a Noxu Darkson rematch of the very first game where Darkson got destroyed, and I believe that Darkson is going to get his redemption. Mostly because
7-0 down.
Maybe not 7-0, but I mean best of 5 might favor Darkson here because Noxu takes a lot to adapt for his playstyle. So more games, you get more time. So yeah, I'm going to just put here Darkson, Noxu, and Ashes. There we go. That's my open predictions.
Just looking at the scores for a season lower, and the Oten is -43.
Oh yeah, the goal difference is yeah, everybody's feasting.
That's something.
That's very good in out of 6 games, considering one of them he didn't play, I think. Where is he? You probably don't know about this, but in season 2, they were already both playing in the Jousting. Back then it was only one. You need to beat Oten next time. So yeah, that's it for the playoffs so far. It should all be over. Not going to be pretty, so please play your games.
So let's avoid that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, are you making a comeback because he wants to win the lower league?
Storylines. Yeah.
He's going to.
It's easy, dude.
He actually tanked the first season to get into the lower league. Yeah.
Easy rewards.
Well, I don't know what the donations will be because I'm probably going to change that.
Yeah.
Because
like I think it just should be counted as a loss for both. Because like that's like no one won, but like it shouldn't give points because is it Fire or Dark that didn't play?
It's Dark.
4 games.
Dark.
Yeah. So like Dark got a pretty good score by winning 1 game.
Yeah. So
didn't win any game.
Yeah.
He went 0, 2, and 4.
Yeah, and he's in front of you. So yeah, if you probably if LARP is still playing next season, you're not. So yeah, it was worth less points, and then there were less ties, so it was not an issue. And this time it was just worth it to just get a tie, so it's not going to keep it that way. So now, what's going to happen is that it's not definitive, but we're going to go back to the 0.2 points for ties, and we're going to put 3 dates in the actually counting who should get the win, the tie. So for example, if you're matched up with someone and there is like a tie, a set date for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you're not there on Monday and he's there, and then the other guy is not, it's gonna be maybe 3, maybe 5 during the 2 weeks, so that it's enough like for availability. We're gonna make sure that it's fair for EU and NA, so make it like at this time of the day, for example. Like it's kind of fair, I guess.
Okay.
What do you think?
And like so it's for 2 weeks, that maybe like 5 dates would be pretty good. And
we need to figure out the dates, but yeah, that's the goal.
It can be like you could be like unlucky and none of the dates work for you in that specific time frame. Like depending on the people, and like maybe some people are only available after 9 p.m. or something.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean you can and doesn't want to play outside of the set dates, but I mean we're still there. Like it's not automated. We're going to
Yeah, I think it's a good
season.
system.
I don't know what do you think could also be changed before I move on to stuff that we already thought about.
Well, yeah, I think ties was the big like issue with the way like the league work. But
Yeah.
because like if you just rescored the games, I'd be like wait, yeah, it'd be like right under Scheist, I think.
Yeah.
So like it does like it's minor, pretty minor change because like most people still play their games. Like if you look at the ties, it's only 1 or 2 ties per people, and then it's only dark with 4.
Dark dodging everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's like a minor change, so it won't affect too much, but it's like a good change to have to like encourage people to actually play the joust, which is like the main point of the of your thing is to play the games.
Yeah, and also I'm considering, but I didn't talk about that, but with other people, is that if you are tying 3 games in a row, then you're out. But I had the idea of doing that way. I think that's enough. We'll see
Yeah,
if
'cause
that's not enough. But
there's a fine line between like not being.
it's supposed to be a fun tournament.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
supposed to be like something.
Well, when Shai's donated like $100,
yeah,
like,
that's all his
people
fault.
got serious about it.
I mean, as usual, it's all his fault.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
his fault, dude.
So yeah, about that, talking about that, for the donations, I think that for next season we're going to keep it items only in Rocket League because
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
the money was just insane. Like, thank you, Tanner, thank you, Scheist, but it's not reasonable. It's too much.
Yeah,
I mean,
give me back my casual league.
I mean, people started to get really to be like a $100 tournament now.
It's so
like
big.
Everybody's sweating, and the spread is so bad. So another thing is that next season, the people that are donating don't choose the spread. Like, you don't decide that you give everything to $20.
Holy shit.
Maybe a bit less, like 110, and a bunch of items, and then the second one gets like $10, something like that.
Yeah,
So,
lower league winner wins more than second place and upper.
yeah, it's absolutely stupid. So it's going to change.
Okay.
What did you think about the gimmicks, by the way?
Well, like in a competitive league, because it was like this season because of the prize, I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because like, but yeah, if you take it back to a casual league, like it should be, in my opinion, less. And I don't think I would have beat them under normal circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Like that adds a fun twist, and it makes it harder to predict, and it's just more fun to watch because anyone can beat anyone with the right gimmicks.
Yeah.
So I don't think this season it was a good idea, just because of the prizes. But yeah, in general, like it's also makes your league stand out from just normal tournaments.
Yeah, I think that's still okay, and I think the wheel was a good system.
Mm-hmm.
Because before that, I just decided myself. I just decided,
Okay.
well, let's do this, and that was it. That was it. But I wasn't playing before, so I was kind of supposed to be fair. And
Okay.
but for example, I wouldn't put something I don't like to watch. Like, I'm not putting Snow Day, but
Yeah.
this time I'm taking more risk. So it's in the list, and it could have dropped, but it didn't. Also, the rerolls are okay, I guess. Maybe there should be less of them. I'm not sure.
I never used them. Maybe I should have for the 2v2. But
Wow, Arlas getting shots.
But yeah, I think it's a good system if you know you're gonna lose.
Yeah, but I
But
think.
how many was it per person?
Sorry, what?
How many? Like,
It was
rerolls?
it was 2 at the start and 1 each time you get Oracle.
Okay.
So I think that's too much. It should be 1. and
Yeah.
an Oracle.
When
I
you're
don't know.
also like you can be like scared of losing it.
Yeah, maybe gaining one per time you win the predictions. Maybe it's fair. I don't know. Darkson is really good at predictions, so like I think he got the Oracle 3 times out of 6. So yeah, less rerolls.
Well, I started like as the worst predictor because I didn't know anyone. But
Yeah.
at the end of the season, I was always like one win away,
Yeah,
one game away. So that's my evolution. I started to know people.
yeah, it's good. It's good to know because that's a huge advantage. Like I love to see the predictions of O10, for example, when it doesn't make any sense. It's just so funny. And sometimes there is like a big upset and everybody's in the red, and
Yeah.
and except one person because I don't know, he predicted randomly.
Yeah, like when I beat Dauntless, I didn't even vote for myself.
Yeah, there are
Would have
biggest
been my only
upsets.
point in that first week, I think.
Well, you
'Cause
got
I think I
0.
got. Oh wait, I'm not sure. I think I got 1 or 2,
I don't think
but
any.
it was pretty bad.
I don't think anybody got 0. Even Fire. There is a week where he got like 1 out of 14. Like it's almost impossible to do. So yeah, I mean, I think the gimmicks are fine, and yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another thing. What's your opinion about the dice that you have to roll with the server region? I personally I believe that just one kickoff is not enough.
Yeah. I lost by 1 goal to Ibori in the Rumble, and it was a kickoff goal on the first goal. I don't know how it happened. Like he just hit the corner perfectly, and like yeah, I was so mad because like he didn't even lag, so I didn't really have an advantage.
Yeah.
But yeah, in like every situation except that one, I think it's not enough to have 1 kickoff because it's not high impact at all. Like most people, maybe for lower league against really bad players because you can get a free goal, but most people like can defend a 1-on-1 when they're prepared for it.
Yeah, it should probably be 3. I think 3 would be more interesting because yeah, for example, if I play, my ping is fine on NA, so I would I would probably get the NA server. Like I don't know, I think 3 would be more fair.
Yeah, and like NA server like US East is pretty bad, so I get like 70 or 80 sometimes, and I'm like right next to the servers. And I get like the same thing in EU or US West as US West. So I think I'd rather play Europe all the time and get an advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really happy about the system, but it's probably the best that we have so far.
There's no way to make it like perfectly fair.
I mean, if you have ideas in the chat, please tweet chat. Feel free to submit your ideas. And if they're good, they're gonna be thought about, and if they're bad, you're banned. So
it's risky.
Think carefully. So yeah, one last thing is that we've been willing to turn Jousting into a 2v2 competition, but it's looking complicated to organize. So. The main issues are the player base that is too small. Like with the people that are playing regularly, like the regulars of the server, they would love a 2v2 joust system. But the issue is that there would be something like 5 teams, maybe a bit more, like 6 if we're lucky.
Yep.
So not a very small league. And like it would be completely unbalanced. So I really don't know how to figure that out. But that's something we're thinking about. So just if you have ideas about 2v2 joust, feel free to submit to us because we're open to anything. We're really thinking about it, but it's complicated because of the smallness of the server.
Yeah. Do you have like except for Lego, which I got in your server, do you know like any other people who could join?
Well, I'm not really asking people. Like,
Yes.
I don't join. I don't talk in the Rocket League Discord server.
Yeah.
I mean, except if you're someone I really don't enjoy, and I need to at least know the person. But like, yeah, if you're some random that wants to join in, that's probably not going to be okay. But if I know you from somewhere and then I see that you're nice and bearable, well, I mean, Dex is in the server, so I guess bearable is not really necessary. But
Yeah, it's entertainment.
yeah, it's for entertainment purposes.
But Lego was my twos partner when I was like half decent at the game.
Yeah.
Like when I was like almost top 100. Well, I almost like 500. But yeah, I don't know if I did shice for him, but if it's a twos tournament, I might.
Playing with Scheist in the twos tournament in the server. Oh boy.
Yeah, right.
Big risk.
Well,
And I mean, the other idea that was like thought about is having like a even lower tier of the server, which would be like, I don't know, like randoms. The server becomes open and we can like send invites to anyone, and those people can participate in that type of stuff. But I don't know, that server might turn into like a real big mess and lose
yeah,
its
remember
value.
like in the first episode of the podcast when we talked to Shiest about making it public?
Yeah.
Like I think it's an interesting concept because like you have something unique with jousting that like can be enjoyed by people. But yeah, it's a lot to take care of.
I think that's too risky.
Yeah.
Like if it goes wrong and then the server is populated by people that are not fun to talk with, and
like regulars,
like the regular chat, and then it turns into like complete boringness and no one that I know talk anymore because like we talk in separate channels, then it would have been a mistake. So I don't want to risk it. I'd prefer like having people that get it, that get the server, that understand what's the purpose of the server, and slowly joining to add population.
Yeah.
But the issue is that it's taking more time, so 2v2 is probably not happening soon. Maybe in a year when people... I mean, if you have suggestions for people that would be fun and not annoying, which is rare. So no one from the regulars, basically. Yeah, it's... So yeah, oh yeah, Ash, I thought about that as well, which is basically what I thought about is having the gimmick of the 2v2 gimmick, but every week. So basically, it starts random, the matchups, and then the last guy always picks the guy he wants, and then it's like that every time.
I hate that.
But, I mean, it's going to be something. And no rerolls, no nothing, so you have to play with your teammate. So, it would probably be a nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would want to play that. But
it's that doesn't help like for friendships.
Yeah, it's like pretty scary. So what did you say, Ash? What about getting randomly tied to a second player every week?
Yeah, it's pretty much
like the best player in the pool get linked to the worst player. Okay, so yeah, it's basically
like it's the same thing as the gimmick without a draft. It's just that last seed goes with first seed automatically.
I like the draft better because it's fun. It's fun to see what people pick because it doesn't make any sense sometimes. Like Tanner picking Ghost. That was great. But
it's ridiculous.
Although they almost won against Davin and Darkson. So you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's some picks are just unbelievable. It's just so fun. The last season, I think that was the most fun I had in that day when I drafted. Like the activity of the servers spiked so much. Like there are like 10,000 messages in one day. It's ridiculous. Just so much fun.
I gave up on trying to back read.
Yeah, it was amazing. And maybe that's an idea, but it's just so painful. Maybe I would create something separate, of course, than jousting. Like keep the 1v1 jousting as it is, and just for people interested, maybe make a second tournament. But maybe for people that are really interested, like if you're just there to if you're just playing because you want to play and then you're not really interested anymore, then probably not. But Ibori asks about increasing the rounds from 6 to 8. The goal of basically the goal is to have the entire season of jousting last less than 3 months.
Yeah.
Because no silent PTX, no 4v4. Yeah, so
like 8 weeks would be fine, or 8 rounds would be fine if it was once per week, but that's like not happening.
Yeah, it's. I mean, people need a lot of time to get ready for some reason. Like there is 2 weeks, but first week there is no games, and it's just I mean we could try, but I don't think it would add much value, because I mean it depends. I don't know. We have to think about it, but
yeah,
what
I
people
think seasons are like already long enough.
Yeah. And what I was thinking about something else. Oh yeah, what's the opinion about if there are more people playing? Like for example, right now there are 28 total. If there are more than 30, is it worth it to turn it into 3 leagues?
Yeah, I don't know, because like maybe because of the fact that since it's 6 rounds for 14 people, you don't play against everyone.
Yeah, but you don't play against everyone anyway.
Yeah, but like that, if you have 3 leagues, you're like more than likely to play against more people,
and also
of your same skill.
Yes, that's the main point, really. It's like the same skill, but the issue with 3 leagues is that people would get lost in the like. I'm not sure. The issue with multiple leagues is that the appeal of watching you're not going to watch like some middle league game or like lower league game. I mean, it's all diluted because of the value of the game is diluted in the complexity of the structure.
Yeah, it's up for debate, but I mean, I'm fine with both, really. Like it's both as like the pros and cons.
Yeah, but, I don't know.
Yeah. You have to wait until you see the sign-ups, I guess.
Yeah. But we already thought about it last season, and we didn't know, really. I mean, it turned out to be 28, which is completely fine for 2. But
yeah,
I was really willing to put it for 3. So Ibori says, but if you have 10 players per league, only 2 are out of the playoff, and those 2 are going to demo. Well, we would change the playoffs. It would be like
playoffs would be 2 rounds maybe, or like
either 6 people. Yeah, with buys, like 6 people playoffs, something like that. So that's, I don't know, just change the system. Ash says, maybe a weird question, but why are multiple league even needed with the Swiss system? The issue is that it takes a long time for the Swiss system to be really useful, like the pairings. So the issue is that the first rounds are it's really not fun if there is one league. It's like anyone, like a really good player going to play a really bad player, and it's not really fun. So yeah, one league, I think it's out now. The second season of jousting was only one league. It was fine. It was 15 people total, I think. I mean, the skill difference was pretty significant in some games, but I mean, it was still fun. But I think it's better to have it a bit smaller.
Yeah, because like the Swiss system like really only works well in sports where you play a lot of games. So like once you played like maybe 10, 20 games, you're obviously like your rating is gonna be accurate.
Well, the Swiss system it's used in chess for tournaments where there are like 300 people, but the challenge Swiss system is different than in chess. Like in chess, it's really simple. It's like first of all there is a elo. Each player has an elo.
Yeah.
So basically it starts like this. So each elo is ranked, and the best elo plays the second best in the very first round, and then so on. And then it's basically number 1 against number 2 and number 3 against number 4. There is no like the way challenge does it is like some weird intricate, like the number 1 plays the number 8 because he's number 1 seed, so he gets an advantage. It's really complicated in challenge. I think it should be really simpler, and I don't think it works here. But yeah, it's I was surprised by the way challenge worked by then. This is currently season 4, and we're talking about potentially season 5. So yeah, it's been going on for a while. Slight history time. First season was a double elimination tournament, which was mostly casted, but I think most of that is on YouTube now. Second season was one league, and who won that? It was Carrie, I believe. Yeah. The first season it was Zell who won it, who is not even playing that game anymore. Then it was Carrie. Then it was NFM. Then it was Dauntless. Wait, what? What? Is that correct? I'm lost. Yeah, NFN. Oh no, NFN then Dauntless. Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's too much. Yeah. Yeah. It's really complicated. So yeah. To come back to what you said, Arulas, you saying that you want double elimination playoffs. The issue is there's too many games. Yeah. I think it's too many games, and then it's also losing some meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, NFN was the king, and Darkson got to second place twice, but he got to second place when it was worth nothing. So sorry.
And now we'll get second place in lower league.
Ooh, calling shots.
Damn.
So I think that's it about potential change with jousting. There is one more thing I would like to talk about with you, unless you have more thing to talk about.
Say what you have to say. I'll think of something after.
I would like to talk about the idea of Ibori, which is to introduce a ranked dad boy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not the one from that's coming from with the ID. It's Hibori, so I'm not exactly sure what he has in mind. But from what I understand, he would like to make like a 6-man system, just like was just made recently. But for that boy, so basically, for people that are interested in like a more competitive that boy, they would sign up somehow, and then there is like a competitive that boy ping, and the first 6 people that show up, they play with like each team having a captain. The first captain picks 1, then the other captain picks 2, and then the last one goes to the first captain. Then they play a best of 5 of the same teams, and then we record the results, and then we do something with that data. I don't know what. Maybe we make an elo system of each player. Maybe we make like based on team. I don't know. We do something with it. But that was the idea. What do you think?
Like, I think it's like a lot of logistics to like make it enjoyable, but maybe I make it best of 3. So it's a bit more bite-sized, and you don't have to free up too much time in your day. Like it would be easier to schedule, because sometimes it's like some people have the time to play 3 games, but maybe not 5.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe just 3, but 5 is more representative, I guess, because 2
Yeah,
upsets are possible, 3 it's more rare.
and like I was in a six man's Discord for a while when I was playing a whole lot, like 40 hours a week, and it's a really good way to improve. It's like ranked. You can try new stuff while still having like the competitive side. Because like that boy right now is like it's fun, but it's more casual, and I think it's a good thing. Like regular that boy should like still stay a thing,
Yeah, just like
but
regular stuff.
yeah, having like the choice to do both. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want competitive that boy to like take away from regular that boy and people stop doing regular that boy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue because let's say like all the usual that boy people play that boy, and then they decide to just play competitive that boy because it's more fun. Then the people that play sometimes on that boy, they just don't. They're not allowed to play basically because it's always competitive that boy. So I don't know.
Yeah,
That's an issue, but I don't have really an idea to fix this.
and like some people are just available more often,
Yeah,
and if they just play all the time, maybe like loss like losing should punish you, so someone who plays 3 games or 30 games like or can still be like ranked about the same.
yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I think it's definitely worth trying, but it's like the belt thing that died.
Yeah.
That was an idea I had, which was to have a system where you're the king of the hill, and you hold a belt for a while, and unless you're challenged, and when you're challenged, you have to play your next opponent. I don't know. It was some weird king of the hill system. Everybody was interested. At some
Like
yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah, 2 good
3
weeks,
weeks.
maybe 2-3 weeks, and then it died down.
Yeah, I mean,
I still have the 2 belts, so I'm the winner.
yeah, you do. Well, like maybe if you had like because obviously like Olton and Tanner aren't gonna try for the belt, so maybe if you had like a lower belt, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
but then it becomes, I don't know. Yeah, maybe just a lower belt, but just like a lower competitive that boy, like stuff like that. It becomes really complicated to
Yeah,
manage.
but yeah, like
Uh,
I think it limits the player base because they
oh yeah,
won't want to challenge you.
Ibori is suggesting to limit the number of the competitive that boy games per day or per players. Yeah, per players it means. So you can only play like 3 competitive that boys per week if you're like, yeah, that would work. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be like something to use because people who are like always active don't really have an advantage and can't really grind.
Yeah, I mean it's all supposed to be fun and entertaining. It's not like supposed that you have to. Yeah, I mean it's competitive, but it's fun competitive. It's not like if I lose I'm deadly upset, which is sometimes, even though it's not competitive at all. But yeah, it's like healthy competition, and that's weird me saying that.
And I think like the fact that having a competitive dab boy would make regular dab boy maybe more chill than it is right now.
Yeah, because
It would become even more casual because you would willingly do it not competitive, so you like everyone would be aware that it's not it's only for fun.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I agree. That would probably be better for everybody's toxicity, mostly mine, and a little bit Polders. Polders is a little bit toxic. I mean, he's not really toxic, but sometimes we play that boy together. I mean, there are like 6 people playing that boy, and Polders and I are in voice, but no one knows because it's a private call. It's not like we're not in the server like chatting, so no one sees us. and then we shit talk. It's a lot of fun, and I think I'm not the more upset one. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, I wish I could listen to that.
It's quality complaints. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. We need to figure out the system. Silent PTX, if you're interested in jousting, send me a DM, and I'll send you an invite to the server.
Hey, new members.
There we go. So yeah, I think that's it. Do you have something else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. What happened since the last episode?
Last episode was David and I just going over the entire season. Yeah, it was like really long, going over everything that happened with everyone.
Playing games.
Yeah, basically the point is that, oh boy, I'm going to go to the spot where they talk about me, and then you listen to that spot, and then you're done. But yeah, we talked about getting better at Rocket League at the end, a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that part.
I mean, it's conversation that we have on our own, that we usually talk about stuff like that, like trying to get better and improving as a team and stuff like that. It's a usual conversation with David and I.
What about the knighting ceremony after the end of the season?
Oh yeah, at the end of the season there is going to be a vote. With all the knights. So I'm going to create a channel which only the knight have access to, and I'm going to set up a poll where people are going to decide who they want as knights, and then I'm going to pick the people that deserve it off the list. And then usually I do 3 knights per off season, but I might do more, I might do less. It depends on the votes. And
just looking at the list, I think I'd like, without naming anyone, there's like 5 people are really active in the surfs.
It doesn't depend on activity.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like,
because
obviously, like,
otherwise Dexy would get it.
Yeah, like obviously if you're active, like people get to know you.
Yeah, but for example, Dauntless is never going to be a knight.
Yeah,
because at this point it's a meme for him to be not being a knight. But yeah, there are some potential candidates. Mm-hmm. The 2 main things to become a knight is 1, activity and friendliness on the server, and 2nd is activity on that boy, and number 3 it's bribing. So now you know.
Yeah, that boy like always happens when I'm at school.
Yeah. Don't start to find excuses so that you try to negotiate.
Like the last, like every time like I'm active and there's a that boy, I'm playing in it. But like the last time that happened was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I mean it's usually there is a EU time that boy, and sometimes there is an NA time that boy, but it's kind of rare. Yeah, I mean you can create a that
Dexy
boy.
Isn't even a surf. It's Nox who said that.
Yeah, Dexy is the village idiot, which is fitting, I would say.
Yeah, it's a great role.
So yeah, knighting is going to happen in the off season. So usually there is a little ceremony. I don't know. Yeah, you were there for the other ceremonies. Yeah, it's usually pretty good. So the bar is set really high. Great. So yeah, usually what happens is that, so the last time there were 3 new knights. I messaged them saying that they're going to become knights, and I'm asking them who they want to be knighted by, and and then I tell the guy that's going to be the knighter that he's the one, so he has to do something good.
Yeah, the comics are great.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of pressure. Yeah, but it's fun time. There is also a little ceremony at the end of the season, like the closure, when the previous Kingsguard is demoted and there is a new Kingsguard.
Right.
Same with the Kingsguard Apprentice. There is a new oracle. There is a little ceremonial.
It seems interesting.
Yeah, you have to put on a suit for the event.
Okay. Hype.
It's pretty hype. But yeah, we're gonna get a new Kingsguard.
Yep. Because Dauntless can't even defend his title.
Dauntless, what are you doing? Well, losing to Raph in week 1. What are you doing?
I paid this.
It's not reasonable.
He lost to other people. I mean,
yeah, he lost to me. Then he lost to. Who did he lose to? He lost to Stump in round 6. Yeah.
He should have beat Stump.
He should have been you.
Yeah, he should have beat me, of course, but still.
So yeah, I think that's it. Are we going? Are you going to know in advance? Well, yeah. Usually, I tell people when it's going to happen. A little bit, like the day of the event. I'm telling them tonight.
That's how you do it properly.
Tonight, it's happening. So yeah, I think that's it. Do you have any question or anything you want to add?
Not that I can think of.
Are you going to do a I'll be back for next season and shit on everyone after practicing a lot?
I'm not creating storylines.
With no storyline, no practice montage.
I'll just play Destiny or something.
That's not good practice. I remember Darkson, after playing For Honor for the longest time, how bad he was. It took him a long time to get back. So don't play another game too much.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure if I start playing Rocket League, because the reason I stopped was I got bored.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I started playing again, I wouldn't be bored. But it's just it takes that first 20 hours of playing that I need to force myself to do before that. And I still haven't done that.
Yeah, do it on an alt. Probably. That way you don't have the pressure of the rank and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably start playing again, but I don't think I'll ever play as much as when I was Grand Champion and I'd play 100 hours per 2 weeks. That was because I wanted to be really good at the game, and I had a legitimate shot at being among the best. Because I hit Grand Champion at 600 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
But yeah, after that I just stalled, and playing 50 hours a week of a game is pretty unhealthy. And I didn't really have fun at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. But yeah, if you come back, I'm sure you can stomp on everyone. If you come back with a healthier mindset. And Arla says, I wanted to be good once. That's the tagline of the server.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I think that's it. Unless you have something else.
Much it.
So yeah, thank you everyone for joining this show. I hope this was what you wanted from the changes that I explained. It's not definitive.
Are you gonna put it in a text form?
Well, it's not definitive, but when it will be definitive, the rule set is going to be changed, and I'm going to make a post about the changes.
All right.
Probably when the signups are going to be live. Probably.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you Raph for joining.
My pleasure, man. Let's play Portal 2 again sometime.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. The French speaking Portal games. I'm sure that would make a great stream.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Well, not now because it's late.
Nah, not now. I can't either.
But yeah.
Alright, see you, man.
I see ya. So, chat. What do you think about the changes? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's not enough? Do you have new ideas? Uh, so yeah, I think the changes on the ties is enough to really change how the game will be in the future. Hey, it's my first. What's your first? Yeah, and it's back to me sucking at this game. Feels bad, man. But yeah, I'm going to close the stream now. Because it's kind of late. And because of David's revelation on his eating schedule, I'm tired for the entire week. I'm becoming like Polders. So yeah, I'm not going to stream this weekend because I'm not there. But next week, I'll stream a longer. I might be doing a long stream because there is a day off. So yeah, expect a long stream next week. I don't know how long, I don't know what I will play. Probably a bit of Rocket League, but maybe a little bit of something else. Also, during the weekend, I'm going to try to figure out ways to improve the stream. I'm not quite sure yet, but maybe not an overlay because I'm not a fan. But like transitions and figuring out good stuff. I'm not quite sure yet, but right now I think it looks okay, but it could be better. It can always be better. So I'm gonna try to improve that. What else? I think that's about it. Are you looking into coaching again? I would like to coach, like not do replay coaching necessarily, but like follow one or two people and really coach them often. That's what I would like to do. Like follow one or two people instead of doing like replay reviews, because I think that's not really that useful. That's basically the goal. But yeah, I could be doing more real coaching, but they're just replays. That's not productive. Like people, they I basically do what they should be doing alone. So it's not the best, I think. I mean, I have no legitimacy to actually coach good people. But I like the idea of trying to help people improve, but I think it's better to do tutorials than to do replay reviews, but it takes more time. But I don't really have the time and the technical knowledge to make tutorials, but I'm more interested in that format than replay review. But yeah, I don't have the knowledge to make a good one. I mean, I think I could help in terms of gameplay, but it's the video making part that I'm not really that great. Well, a good player is above my skill level. Yeah, I mean, I can't really coach someone that's better than champion 1-2, because what's my legitimacy? Also, yeah. Well, yeah, that's what you're saying. If I don't think there is any point in me coaching a good team like an RLers team, because I don't have. I'm worse than the players, and I don't think it's good if you have no experience of high level competitive to be coaching, because you clearly have no clue of what you're talking about. I believe I would have no clue of what I'm talking about. Like I understand like ranked at diamond level. That's completely fine. I understand what it is, but competitive Rocket League in a tournament, I know basically nothing about that. So yeah. So yeah, I would be more interested in tutorials. And if I did tutorials, the first one I would do is on movement. Definitely on movement, because every time I check on the internet, there is nothing on movement. Like, just people when I see replays, when I did like coaching of replays, people that were just bad at moving around the pitch. Like it helps just to get to like boost and then also like recovery from landing. It's like the base point of the game. It's moving around, and people are sometimes really bad at it. Like it's inefficient, and I think that efficiency is the key of the game. Oh, there is a car. Yeah, and it's movement. It's like being able to reach supersonic with low boost. It's like knowing that you need like a little puff when you go when you go like this in the, okay, let's okay, no, I can't, but let's say you're going normal speed, and then you do less than that actually. You do wait. You do something like full speed in this, and then you can do poof. Normally I'm bad, but normally you should be able to get supersonic with just a poof. So you're going full speed, and then poof, there you go. You get supersonic, and you just need one boost if you do it properly. Like, and then I'm bad. But yeah, it's stuff like that that no one talks about. Or recovery from walls, when you land weird, and then having to turn like this, like both like the air roll and then the turn, doing both at the same time, or not at the same time, but close enough that it's moving flawlessly. Stuff like that. But it's just practicing, so I would need to imagine practice drills like drifting around boost, and or like being in ball cam, grabbing the mid boost, going full speed, then turning around without touching the wall, stuff like that. I don't know, but it would be drills, and I don't have any method. I just noticed that when I see replays, people move around weird, and it's inefficient. See, it's like going out of net, like what I did. It's when you're stuck in the goal, and you just boost like that, and it just should be fast. If you look back, I have a custom training that I've created. It's called Tricky Saves. And basically, it's not really about saving the ball. It's about moving fast to make the save. So for example, this one, if you just boost, you're not able to save it. So it's just not enough. So the purpose is that you need to go and do the flip. I did it wrong, but yeah, I go and then I do the flip and then I have time. It's stuff like that. Or the next one, for example. Yeah, for example, this one, it's pretty easy, but you have to turn around and then boost into the ball, and you need to do it fast. Or you can flip and then go like this. It's really difficult. It's really challenging on the movement. It's not really about the save because there is no save. You have no reflex to have. It's just about moving around. So it's good. Next, I have this one where, okay, so it's a shot that goes in off the top bar, and if you just go and here you have no chance, you can't save it. So here what you have to do is actually go flip and then double jump like this. It's like really tough movement like this that needs to be practiced. Here it's another example. You can save it two ways. You can go backwards. Well, I'm bad, but I'm terrible. My bad. I'm worse. Okay, like that. It's difficult, but the other way is to go up the wall and then save it like this, like going off the wall when it's really panicky. Sometimes in game when you're like this and then you fucked because you mess up. It's a good practice to fight those moments. But yeah, it's really difficult. The whole practice thing is really difficult. And then the last one is like a more normal save, but it's really tight. Like it's a really difficult one. It's no joke, really hard. But it's possible. There we go. So yeah, it's like 5 shots and it's a little bit of everything. Mostly reaching supersonic really fast. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's difficult. So yeah, you should try it out. The code is... it's called Tricky Saves. And here's the code. And yeah, 6 out of 5 shots completed. I'm really good. 6 out of 5. Going to try 1. There we go. Here. There. It's the pinch. Here's the forward and double jump into the ball. There we go. This one, it's that one. There. Oh shit, I did that by mistake. God damn it. I reset by mistake. And the last one, it's the most difficult. And there we go. So yeah, it's good practice, I believe. So if you want to move around, try it. And if you can all make it in one go, good job. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you and good night.